Alright, Smastian here, back with another episode of Road to Atlas. In the last episode, we lost the Pirate's Bane. Godspeed. Our poor little mech. But we did happen to chance upon a Fusion Core 190 in the store here. And so we decided to purchase it. So happy are we that we're even going to immediately throw it on to this thing, except that the Fusion Core 190 doesn't go on here. Why? Why? Why is this not a thing? Why can't I put the Fusion Core 190 on? I think I know exactly what's happening. It's stupid, and I hate it, but I think I know exactly what is happening. It's preventing us from putting on the Fusion Core 190, because it is over 8 times the tonnage of our mech. Because that's the rule. It has to be a minimum of twice the tonnage of the mech you're trying to put it on, so you can't put a Fusion Core 190 onto a heavy mech that weighs 60 tons because it's under double the tonnage. Wait, am I doing the math right in my head? Yeah, the minimum tonnage would have to be Fusion Core 120. Wait. No, something doesn't seem right here. I don't know. All I know is that we used to have a Fusion Core 190 on the mech, and now we no longer do. So this core is somewhat useless to us. As a matter of fact, so is the Fusion Core 180. And the 125 as well. Now the question is, do they have a Fusion Core 160 then? Because the maximum size of Fusion Core apparently has to be 8 times the tonnage, but apparently that's not possible somehow. Oh, whatever. Fine. We're apparently just never going to put you back together. Not in the way you were. Let's fix that arm of yours and put you into storage.
Shouldn't be too hard.
God, that's annoying. Either way, let's launch the contract while wallowing in our disappointment. Throw Fang back into the Eris. Yep. Roster is fine. Let's see what they have in store for us this mission. Okay. Let's get ourselves out of bankruptcy.
Command interface initiated.
That looks like a King Crab variant. Okay. Well, it's hanging out in the water so far. And it's this map variant. So that means it's the extraction zone for the propaganda agent is somewhere in these hills. And the reinforcing lance is somewhere over there. Okay, Fang. Phantom mech up, why not? And just sprint forward.
Throttle down.
It's a vehicle. It's a mech.
Order.
Okay.
Consider it done.
Just get everyone forward.
Picked
A
up
heavy
the
mech. Trees
Understood.
first,
Moving fast.
combat second.
Full throttle.
Cool. And a 45-ton mech. How
Ready for
interesting.
orders.
In that case... I want to stay to the trees, so we will. I didn't even see what that thing was. Okay. Mag shot, the numbers on you are bad. Medium laser, oh Christ. I forgot I put on the medium lasers. Oh no. But yeah, let's go.
Attacking from position.
Evasion, of course, means nothing to a Black Knight with a PPC. We have a bone to pick with you, by the way.
Yeah? What can I do you for?
Heck, we have a piece of salvage we want to take off of you, by the way. Oh well. No, bad. Good. Over here, we have a line of fire on the Blackjack. Given that we've already shot at him once, let's shoot at him again.
All weapons committed.
We could have warlorded, but I felt that that was unnecessary. Catapult P. Pirate catapult, okay. I see how it's gonna be.
Good to go.
Good thing we don't have the meltdown with us. Alright,
Aye, aye.
Decker here. Cool. You hit his left arm and his right arm exploded. Congratulations.
Waiting for orders.
Okay. Let's get you here, Blorks. And continue your shenaniganry.
Quiet.
Alright. It's a King Scorpion. And the Blackjack moves up. He didn't do a whole lot. Nearly lost his legs, he did.
Receiving you.
I think it's time we started shooting at the Blackjack instead. Yeah.
Now, let's see how you handle this.
Oh my, those are some exceptionally good hits. Well done.
Something I can
Okay. Okay, we'll move you there, Blorks, and continue firing at the Black Knight.
locked on target.
Okay, fine. We only need one piece of salvage off of him. Okay, plus 7 heat.
Reporting.
Meh.
Minimal damage. What's up, boss?
Decker, you can get a little better line of fire than that. From over here.
Copy that.
And you can Warlord.
Locking in all weapons.
Well, given that I sprinted, it's somewhat to be expected. Gonna Warlord on myself, though. Or, I gave Decker the order to sprint. And
All weapons.
let's take this guy out, huh? Close, but not quite.
Enemy mech.
Pilot ejection is fine, too. Let's move over to here. Alright. Blackjack isn't terribly effective. It's almost dead, too. I think I'll take first shot at the catapult. Yes. We'll leave an offensive push him. Let's see if he can get headshots.
All weapons committed.
Okay.
Receiving you.
Fang, you're up next.
Moving to position.
Oh. Large lasers only is fine.
Firing.
Decent.
Good to go.
Blorks, you're next.
I'll make them dead.
Okay, we've made him unsteady finally.
Moving to position.
Decker,
Yes, Commander.
you don't have a line of fire on him, but once we move you here, you will.
Giving him everything I've got.
Okay. We didn't knock him over, unfortunately, but he decided to jump jet.
Minimal damage on that hit.
Okay. So far, it doesn't look like we're going to have any reinforcements to deal with, but I mean, famous last words,
Got it.
as it goes. Let's try offensive pushing. The hope was to get the core torso, but, well,
Critical hit. Receiving you.
meh. We'll deal.
Move order received.
I mean, this guy's dead
Fire
soon.
all weapons.
Either that or he's dead now.
Hostile eliminated. Ready for orders.
Cool. I guess I'll put the blackjack out of its misery. Or close enough to it.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Commander,
And I'll have Decker fire at this thing.
here it comes. Heading out.
We'll just move forward to save time on movement later. Cool, no hits. He hides his weaker armor.
Orders.
We
Roger.
move Fang up and Alpha Strike.
Weapons. Go.
He gets Alpha wrecked.
Vehicle trashed.
Blackjack got up, which disappoints me.
Yes, Commander.
Lorix, I think you have this handled, yeah?
Full complement on enemy.
Yeah, you do.
Tango down.
Cool. Now we move on to the assault mech target. Sure, we'll pass through some rough terrain. And we've fallen close behind.
Go. Let's go.
Propagandist is moving up. Let's get ourselves into this tree line over here.
Right here.
It's going to take a while.
Standing by.
Alright,
Throttle.
he's moved onto land.
Standing by.
Okay.
Aye, aye.
You have visual on him.
Commander. On my way. Double tap.
Let's sensor lock him down.
Got a lock.
It's a Kraken. Rotary AC2s, LRM-30, and ERPPCs.
Waiting for orders.
Very interesting.
Full speed. No target.
Yeah, we're nowhere near close enough to fire at him. Nice god race he had for a moment there.
Ready for orders.
Okay. Let's reserve. Good.
Standing by. Roger.
Fang will be up first. Look at these numbers. Look at these numbers.
Targeting.
Primary target damage, Commander.
Wow.
Scored a critical hit.
You totally took out his arm. And you destroyed a rack, too.
Ready for order.
I mean, slightly unfortunate, but damn, Fang.
Roger that. Full speed.
Must be angry to see your Pirate's Bane go.
Consider it done.
I mean, since that side is opened up, we might as well keep shooting at it.
Receiving you. Let's move.
Very interesting.
Solid connection on that one.
I mean, if things go poorly, he might be dead next turn. Or this turn. What the hell?
Enemy mech destroyed.
Wait, that's the mission? I was at 4.5 skulls. I mean, some might accuse me of staring gift horses in the mouth, and they'd be right. I'll stare a goddamn horse in its mouth any day of the week. Like, what is this? I was at a 4.5 skull mission. We finished it in 9 turns. Oh well. I was expecting action, sadness, potential crew member death. But no, we actually made it through rather easily because the supporting lance was pretty garbage. And then we were just able to abuse the reserve mechanic to get him to waste a movement. I mean, look, all things considered, we avoided having to take more damage than was absolutely necessary, but still. Now the question is, Rotary Pirate AC2. 6 shots for 25 damage, has a recoil of 6. Weapon damage varies between plus minus 10. Oh boy. Weapon damage falls off to 30% of its max damage with range. There's the Ultra AC5 as a potentiality as well, and another Fusion Core 300. Definitely going to take that. Okay. Yeah, nothing we're interested in here. Okay, very good. We'll take a Black Knight part just to make sure we get it, and we'll take the Kraken part in order to sell. I don't think we're going to be keeping it around. Eldritch Horror, improved autocannons. You know... you know... Fine, we'll keep the part around. Cool. We got a Blackjack part and a Catapult part. Those are definitely getting sold. And it was the wrong Black Knight variant. But either way, we hope we get to assemble it from the 4 parts we already had. We got a PPC and a Jump Jet Heavy, and some caseless AC2 ammunition. Okay, cool. We do indeed end up assembling the... We're getting some lag in the background, so I think I'll keep this episode short, shut the game down, and relaunch it to continue pre-recording, maybe. I have a weird feeling I'm either way going to need to pre-record, given that I haven't been running into a lot of Atlas Assault mechs recently. Either way, we're happy to have a new member. Work orders finished, 13,002 days for repairs. You know, I'm really glad to see that sort of number for repairs of heavy mechs. Okay. Also, we only have to pay 490,000 this month? Why? I don't understand this. It's going to jump back up to like 700,000. Well, above 700,000 now that we have a new mech. But it keeps doing this. Like, is it like a first time you enter the system, you just get a freebie until your next financial report? Is that it? Like, I don't get it at all. Well, regardless. We'll wait for our main crew to be unfatigued. Although, while we're here, and before we do end up completing the episode, we're putting you in storage, unfortunately. Sad to say, Pirates Bane, we're not going to sell you, but It was somewhat disappointing to see you, well, lose your Engine 190, or Fusion Core 190, which I somehow can't replace. It's so strange. Either way. What do we have here? There are parts I wanted to sell, I remember this. Gaussilla, no. The VA parts, yeah, we'll keep around. Thunderbolt we're selling. We have an Eris after all. Cataphract 1E we're selling. Jagermech bonus initiative. Ah, that's why. That's why he was activating funny. Okay, that makes sense. Either way, get that out of the way. Kraken, we're gonna keep it around. Blackjack, see ya. And the catapult. Superior LRM ammo. What does it do? You know what, I don't care. We're selling it. Cool, now that that's been done, let's turn our attention to the new hire, and ooh, it's gaudy. Let's see, is this worse? Nope. Close, but the asymmetry, maybe not. This might be worthwhile. Nope, I found it. It's this. It has to be this. Now. Replace, replace, replace. Oh boy. Fusion Core 300, yeah, we can replace that. Repair a heatsink. Repair and replace. Oh, cool. Everything just got destroyed. You know what? We're just taking everything off. We're taking everything off for the time being. Okay, cool, this makes sense. And now, for the real work. Defensive gyro, we're going to keep for something else. Do we have an engine light anywhere in here? Yes, we do have an engine light. Well, we'll see if it's actually necessary. First things first. Engine, followed by a double heat sinking kit, which we need to repair. What? Okay, never mind, we don't need to do that. We can get some double heat sinks into the engine because there are spare slots inside it. Cool. We sink 72 heat by default as a result of that. Now, weapons. How are we kidding you out? Well, it's going to be energy weapons because there's no real other option here. Is it going to be small lasers? Are we going to be that cheeky? I mean, it would be funny. It would be extremely funny. Which is exactly why we're not doing it. Sorry to lead everyone on there. We'll throw medium pulses onto the arm. As a matter of fact, we're also going to throw the weapon mount. Just give those an even bigger bonus to accuracy. What else are we going to get for weapons? We don't have many medium pulses to choose from. I'm really tempted to buy all of these out, because I do want to put the meme build into action at some point.
New weapon
And of
systems
course, temptation
available.
yields to action. And, yeah. ER mediums? Do we have anything better? We already have 2 ER mediums we could potentially use. There's the medium X pulse. Mhm. Or large pulses. How about that? Large pulse lasers in the arm. Medium pulses in the torso. Medium X pulse on this arm. How's our heat sinking doing? Okay, cool. We're at, it's horrible. Okay. Now we need to figure this out a bit better. PPC double plus. Yeah, it's the one that generates less heat, so we'll throw one of these on. And I think we'll spread the medium pulses across both torsos, just for the sake of, well, redundancy, so that they're not all in one basket, so to speak. And now, what else are we going to need? We are going to... Yeah, that's not happening. No way in hell. Yeah, I keep forgetting to sell these. Anyway, we do have one heat exchanger we can use. Do I want to throw it into a leg? I mean, it's a thing to consider. We are going to need to stock up on double heat sinks quite heavily. It's the point where I'm going to throw on some ferrofibrous armor. As a matter of fact, no, we will throw both of the medium pulses into one torso. Because in case of this explodes, well, we can afford to lose a PPC. He says as if it's like something obvious or even necessary. Yep, more double heatsink. There are more in the store. There is one more in the store.
New equipment available.
Any more heat exchangers? Like, are we sure that there's nothing else in there for us? Standard heat sinks. Which we will have to turn to at some point, I guess. Yeah. Equipment. Light engine. Could go with an engine light. Oh, we also have endosteel we can take advantage of. What's our heat sinking? 131 and 99. Okay. How many of bad boys can we... How many of these bad boys can we throw on before it becomes insane? 131 and 111? We might want to deal with that. Engine light. Not enough free slots. Oh, it reserves 4 slots. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Okay. Without the PPC, we'll be fine. Which means we can take all of these single heat sinks off. 104.99. It'll do. It will do. In fact, this makes our life a bit easier because we no longer have a weapon to worry about here, and there's only one double heatsink in this section. And now we have a bunch of spare tonnage to max out armor. We have too much spare tonnage, is what I should actually be saying. But I think I know how to fix this. And the answer, ladies and gentlemen, is small pulse lasers. Is it actually going to be small pulse lasers? Is this man insane enough? I think the answer is yes. And one small laser plus plus in the head. Yeah. 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 I think this will be just fine. Does a defensive gyro take up slots? No, it doesn't. Huh. But we can save it for something different because we have our mech kitted in a really funny way. Largely pulse lasers, except for one. And of varying ranges as well. So, when we're close into the target, we can turn these off and turn these on. When we're at mid-range, we can fire everything and overheat in one turn. And it'll be fantastic. But it's still telling us I'm under ton. Why? Oh yeah, that's because this thing's only weighs a half ton. Damn it. Fine. We'll use an actual proper laser or something. Although, we could throw on a cockpit if we get the gyro ultralight in here, but I think it is still best to save it for something else. I mean, it would be funny, but I'm not doing it. Ah, who am I kidding? I'm doing it. Confirm.
Fine. I'll let you know.
We need to figure out a name for this guy. But that'll come at a later date. Presently, it's going to take 27 days to reassemble this thing. And with that out of the way, I will bring this episode to a close. Given that our previous episode was like an hour and a half long or something, I think it'll be good to keep this one, only an hour long. Either way, I've been Smastian. Leave a like, leave a comment, or leave a subscription, or do whatever else you feel is good. I'll see you on the battlefield, and have a good day.